Hi everyone, this is Maisha here, and today we're going to be learning about trigonometry. If you guys have any GCSEs or A-level topics that you would like me to cover, please comment down on my videos and I'll try to make a separate video on that. So what is trigonometry? Trigonometry can only be applied in right angle triangles. So you can see the right angle, the 90-degree angle here on this triangle, and the side opposite to the right angle triangle is called hypotenuse. Sometimes it can be confusing for students to label the adjacent and the opposite side. So for this, it's always helpful to remember that adjacent is the length that is next to the hypotenuse, and it is next to the angle that we're looking for. So adjacent is the length that is going to be in between the angle that we're looking for and the hypotenuse. So this side is going to be our adjacent. So it's next to, next to the hypotenuse and the angle that we're looking for. So by default, this side is our opposite. Just to make sure that everybody has understood, I'm just going to draw another right angle triangle on this side. This is my 90-degree angle, and the opposite side will be my hypotenuse. Here, depending on where I'll be placing my the angle that I need to find, so I'll just be placing it here. So this is the angle that we need to find. That means that our adjacent must be on this side, because the adjacent, as I said, it's the side that is next to the hypotenuse and the angle that we need to find. So this is our adjacent. And therefore, this is our opposite. So trigonometry is also known as SOH CAH TOA. These are just abbreviations. SOH CAH TOA. And they can be used to find an angle in right angle triangles. So the full form for SOH CAH TOA is the following: sine of x equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So this is so. How is it so? Because we have sine here as, and then opposite, hypotenuse, hypotenuse. So that's how we know that it stands for so. Sine of x equals to opposite over hypotenuse. What does CAH stands for? CAH stands for cos of x equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Yeah. Then we have tan of x, which is for TOA, opposite, and A stand for adjacent. TOA. Okay, so tan of x, this is the O stands for opposite and the A stands for adjacent. All right, so now let's do a worked example to make sure that we understand how to do this. So here's an example. Calculate the size of an angle x in this right angle triangle. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So we need to find this angle x, and give our answer to correct 3 significant figures. Okay. First things first, we need to label our right angle triangle. I know that the 90-degree angle is here, so that means this one is going to be my hypotenuse. Because the angle that I need to find is on this side, the side next to it is going to be my adjacent. And that means 5 meters is going to be my opposite side. So which one of these, SOH CAH TOA am I going to be using? Now let's go back to our formulas here. I know that in order to find the angle of the right angle triangle, I need to have two sides given, and I do have two sides given, the adjacent and the opposite. In this case, can I use the sine of x formula, the SOH formula? Let's try. So in order to use SOH, we need to have the opposite and the hypotenuse. I do have the opposite here, but I don't have the hypotenuse value. I have the adjacent value. So I can't use SOH. Can I use CAH? Let's try. So I need to have adjacent and hypotenuse. I do have adjacent, but I don't have the hypotenuse value. So that's no. That means we're left with TOA, and TOA is the one that we can use because we have the opposite side as well as the adjacent side. So TOA is the one formula that we are going to be using today. So TOA, yeah, tan of x equal to opposite over adjacent. So we're just going to be substituting the opposite with 5 and the adjacent as 6. Now, in order to find our x value here, the angle x, I need to get rid of this tan to the other side. And how do I do that? I need to do the tan inverse. It's called tan inverse. You can simply use your calculator for this. In your calculator, you would see you may need to make sure that the calculator is in degree sign. If it's not in degree sign, as you can see D, then you can simply press shift, then press 9 for clear, and then press 1 for setup, then equal sign, yes, and it's all complete, and then press AC. So this will give you the degree sign here. Then once you have that, you can press shift and then tan sign here. That will give you the tan inverse. Now we have the fraction sign. Okay, this is the answer that we get. 39 point x equal to 39.80557,109. Okay, but be careful. Our final answer needs to be to 3 significant figures. So x is going to be equal to 39.8. Now, this would have been 39.9 as well if this value would have been greater than 5. But because it's not greater than 5, then we have to keep it as 39.5. And that's our final answer. Thank you.